everyone, Miss Reimer here with Music Teacher Message. So for today's video, I wanted to sort of replicate an older video that I did where I was comparing two different ukuleles and I was seeing if my audience could tell the difference between a wood ukulele and a plastic ukulele. But today, we're going to see if you can tell the difference between a normal like cane reed on a saxophone and a synthetic reed. I'm primarily a clarinet player, but I do play some saxophone, and I just felt like doing the saxophone one today. Maybe another time I'll do clarinet, but growing up, I was always taught that you only ever use a standard cane reed, and that's it. I've known some people to play synthetic reeds, and a lot of times they just don't sound good. Now, if you're not a reed player, let's talk pros and cons about both before I get into the playing. A cane reed can get clogged pretty easily. If you're wearing chapstick, it'll clog it up. If you just ate right before you played, things like that. These also wear out over time. My college professor told me you can only play one of these reeds for about 30 hours before it goes dead. They will go flat. They just don't sound very good once they wear out. So there's definitely some cons to using a cane reed. The pros though, I think they do typically sound better, but it'll be interesting to see if you guys can tell the difference between the two. Maybe you can't. Now, synthetic reeds are pretty new to me. I know a lot of saxophone friends who've been using these for years, but my clarinet world, nobody really played synthetic reeds. The only use cases I have found for them myself is I like to use these now in the classroom because I can let my clarinet or saxophone sit for a while and not have to take off the reed and wet it down again before I can play. So during band class, I typically set up my instruments and will leave them right back here, and then they'll just be sitting there until I need to demonstrate something on the saxophone or the clarinet. But it could be 20 minutes, half an hour since I've set up my instrument, by which case, a cane reed will be dry and you'll have to wet it down again to play it. But a synthetic reed, you don't have to do that. It's just kind of always ready, which is nice. That was very handy for me this summer. When I was at Michigan, I was taking a jazz class and we would play for an hour, and then we would be composing and taking notes and things for another hour. And we'd come back to playing and we wouldn't always have a break. We would just have to pick up our instruments and play. And so having a synthetic reed that's just kind of always ready is nice. They are quite a bit more expensive. You can buy about 10 of these to equal the price of one of the synthetic reeds. So they're pricey. Should be more durable. I can't say I can speak to that a whole lot because they are pretty new to me. But anyway, let's get into the playing and see if you can tell the difference between the two reeds. Okay, time to play. I'm going to call these reed 1 and reed 2, and I'm going to play several different excerpts on both reeds and see if you can tell the difference. So, reed number 1. All right, time to comment. Down below, if you would please let me know which one you thought reed 1 was and which one we thought reed 2 was. So choices are cane reed or synthetic reed. All right, so results time. Reed number 1 was the normal cane reed. Reed number 2 is the synthetic reed. So, were you surprised by that? Was that exactly what you thought it would be? Could you not tell the difference? I'm really curious to know. So if you would please right now go ahead down below and comment. Let me know if you could tell the difference or not. And then I think I will do one of these with the clarinet maybe in a few weeks. But it's always interesting to see what people think, because I can tell a big difference when I play the 2 reeds, and I can tell a big difference for the sound, but it's right by my head. So yeah, it's always interesting to me, like, can the audience tell? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. So I will be looking for your comments soon. So thank you very much for watching and commenting. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.